I think I had a lot of hype going to the season, and that was our first big game of the season. And when you're as hyped as I was, you're gonna have that microscope on you. You know, any mistake you make is gonna be amplified. And I think that's a little bit of the case right there. You know, a lot of people didn't really look at the film of the game and see how the battle that we had. You know, but I think even though I made some mistakes, I only gave up one touchdown. You know, I had good stats, and we won the game as well. So. I think it was bad for my standards, you know, but at the same time, I had a good game, you know, and I learned a lot from that game as well.
Bradley, we've seen a pretty big jump in the amount of juniors that have coming out for players in the
hmm
last couple of years. Obviously, you want to come out when you're ready, but is there a business aspect to it? You get to your second contract 1 year sooner if you come out as a junior? Is that ever coming to your mind?
I think so, a little bit, you know. You don't come out until you know you're ready mentally and physically. If you're coming out just for the money, sometimes your situation, you have to, you know, family situations, things like that. But that didn't factor in my situation. You know, I wanted to leave when I felt like I was mentally and physically ready for the NFL. So I think maybe the contracts, yes, you're not getting as much money in the first rounds and early rounds like you were. So I think that's an incentive to go ahead and get out there. You know, I think that college players think they should be paid. You know, the colleges make a lot of money off what we do as college athletes. So I think that once they realize that they're not getting any benefits for what they're doing every week, you know, it just provides that more incentive to go to the league early.
What's going on Northwestern's campus? Is there anything going on in your campus along those lines?
I don't think that, you know, not Ohio State campus. I don't believe so. But this is my first time hearing about Northwestern. But I can understand it, you know. Being a college athlete is very tough, you know. It's very hard on you. And you're not getting any compensation for that. But yet you're seeing new stadiums being built, big TVs and big flat screens, you know, put it everywhere. You're like, man, where's all this money coming from, you know? It's a tough situation, but you have to deal with it, you know.
What do you think of the Northwestern situation?
I actually have no idea about that. What is it about? Mhm.
Do you feel?
Oh, okay.
Do you feel as an athlete in college that you are an employee?
Definitely, man. How these colleges are running football programs nowadays is just like the NFL, you know. I feel like it's just like the NFL. It's about results, you know. It's about winning. That's what the game is about, you know. And the training is hard, and it's just a lot of stuff you have to deal with as a college athlete. Classes, you know, working out, performing it week in and week out, and you doing all that, and then coming home and you don't have much to eat. You can't take anybody out to go get food or go to the mall and get some new shoes or things like that. It's like, wow, where's all this money going? Definitely not to my pockets. So I sympathize with them, you know. I don't think that's enough, you know. You can get a scholarship, a regular scholarship as a regular student through certain programs and things like that, but just the sheer amount of money that athletes make for universities, it's like, man, we gotta have something more than just a scholarship, you know. At the end of the day, you can have a scholarship and still not have food, you know. Not everybody comes from a decent background. A lot of college people who are just going to college as regular students, you know, they have a good funding, you know, from their families and stuff like that, and some guys don't have that, you know. So that's what I would say to that.
Talk about some of the obstacles you had to overcome along your path to this point right now.
Obstacles, I think I had to go through a few obstacles, you know. I got into an incident before the season. I had to overcome that. I had to overcome the scrutiny, like you were talking about, after the Wisconsin game. I had to overcome that. I had an injury in the Michigan State game. I tried to overcome that and finish that game as much as I could for my teammates. And it's a lot of things, you know. Anytime you're destined to do something great, or you're working to do something great, you're gonna have adversities. You gotta just man up and face it every time.
Bradley, were the Lions one of the two teams you met with? Are they on your
All right, I'm sorry.